Welcome to Warhamsters TV, competitive Warhammer 40K battle reports using the ITC format. And here are the Renegade Knights. It's a super heavy detachment of 1, 2, 3 Knight Crusaders with all the Avenger Gatling cannons, all the Stormspear rocket pods, and heavy stubbers. This chap here is my Warlord, the guy with the golden rivets on top, and he has Infernal Quest, which makes him objective secured as if he were 10 infantry models. And he also has the Traitor's Mark, which is a negative leadership bubble to the enemy. And then also rocking up to supervise the forces of chaos is of course Magnus the Red, fulfilling a super heavy auxiliary detachment. He and the Blade of Magnus will cause death and destruction.
Alright, and these are my Imperium. Got 3 detachments. Got Battalion and 2 super heavy auxiliaries. Warlord is Gullivan, because he can. Next to him we've got Knight Castellan. He's got the 2 Siegebreaker cannons and the 1 other missiles, I don't know what they're called. And then we've got a battalion of Ultramarines painted as Buzz Lightyear because I like it. The 2 HQs are librarians, got a Primaris one, and we've got a normal one with a jump pack, and he's got a bolt gun. The 3 needed troops are scouts. Put 1 squad of combat weapons with a shotgun because that's what I own. They've all got a heavy bolter, and we've got 3 squads of Hellblasters, and that's it.
And we're in. Here are the armies post-deployments. The deployment type was frontal assault. We are playing cut to the heart. There are 3 objectives. 1 under this knight here. That was one that I got to choose to put in my deployment zone. There's 1 in the middle of the board over here. And there's Magnus just taking a nosedive. And then 1 being hidden by these scouts, or being sat on by these scouts over here. So 3 objective markers. The deployment's frontline assault, as I've said, and here we have Magnus the Red perched precariously on top of this, I don't know, Adeptus Mechanicus kind of facility, and then behind him are the 3 knights. Now I was somewhat out deployed by Brandy, who dropped his scouts first and kept me guessing. And then over here, this is where these horrible army men and Buzz Lightyears are there waiting to hurt me. And over here, there is the Knight Castellan hidden in the corner. The powers I've chosen for Magnus are Death Hex, Warp Time, and Weaver of Fates. The secondaries I've chosen for this mission are Butchers, killing 2 units a turn, because it's what real men choose, and also Kingslayer on this horrible heap of shiny red stuff here, and then finally Old School, because I've got a chance of remembering it. Over to Brandy with his powers and his choices.
Okay, 2 librarians. Both got Null Zone. This one's got Might of Heroes. This one's got Psychic Scourge, especially next to that banner, gives him leadership 11, I believe. And then for some extra command point usage, I've got an exalted cut on the knight. So he's got what's he got? He's got Iron Bulwark, which is always fun. We all know it. We all love it. And we've also got Paul's Wrath, which is the amazing plasma. Because we don't like plasma, do we, John?
Because you haven't got enough plasma in your army already. Yeah. Thank you, Brandy.
So, the Imperial secondaries, we've got Kingslayer on Magnus, because he needs to die. We've got Titan Slayer on the 3 knights, should be easy enough with all the plasma. And we got Old School, because I wasn't sure what to take for the third one.
And now the battle could be over very quickly. We've got the roll off to see who goes first. I deploy first, so I get +1 to the roll. Good luck, Chaos Dudes. Oh. And we've got a 6. So that is a 7. Brandy, would you like to beat a 7, or are you just going to go straight to the C's?
I'm just going to try the C's. Ready?
So here we go for the C's.
No.
And it's a 5. So hard luck, Brandy. Chaos, go first. And here we are after the Renegade Knights movement phase. Magnus has flown down from the Adeptus Mechanicus facility onto the top of these cargo crates. He's actually an inch behind where he is now, but probably model syndrome and all that. This knight has moved forward, trying to get line of sight and range on this big nasty red thing. This knight has also moved forward to get line of sight on the evil Hellblasters of Doom, and this knight over here has moved off the objective. This could be a mistake, but he's moved over so that he can Avenger Gatling cannon these poor little scouts to death. And so here we are in the psychic phase for the Renegade Knights. Magnus the Red is going to try and manifest warp time. Goes off on a 6. That's a 4, but he gets to re-roll the 1 because he is Magnus. So that's a 7 plus 2 is a 9. Would you like to deny, Brandy?
I'll give it a go. I'll use it with the librarian furthest away.
And that is not quite enough, it is just a 9. So next psychic power, I'll just move in for warp time. So the next psychic power is going to be Weaver of Fates, manifest on a 6. I am Magnus the Red, fortunately, because I've just rolled double 1s. I can re-roll 1s. That goes off on a 9. Would you like to deny, Brandy?
Weaver of Fates.
Weaver of Fates adds 1 to my invulnerable save.
I will leave that one.
And then we are going to try Death Hex on the nasty Castellan. That removes its invulnerable save. Goes off on an 8, but I am Magnus, so I am adding +2 to my roll. And that will be Perils. But I'll take that, so 14. I don't think you can deny that one, Brandy.
I don't think I can. Look at that.
So I take D3 mortal wounds. That's the 1, but I am Magnus the Red, so I ignore mortal wounds on a 2-up. So I've ignored the mortal wounds. Right, and then I'm going to spend a command point to manifest a 4th psychic power because he is the greatest sorcerer. I'm going to go for Smite. That's just a normal smite, even with the +2. So it's Magnus there.
I'm trying to deny this one because I didn't earlier. No.
And that is just D6 mortal wounds on the knight for the big 6.
I'll use a stratagem to try and ignore those on 5+. I'll see if I get that back. Nope. And 6. 5 ups. Ignore 3. Not bad.
So 3 mortal wounds.
Nice.
Okay, so shooting phase. This knight here is going to open up on the Castellan. Going to start off with 24 Avenger Gatling cannon shots. I'm playing a 2-point command, a 2-point stratagem to reroll hits. Not that I really needed to. So 4 rerolls. So just 1 miss, 23 hits. Wounding on 5s. Not a brilliant roll. So wounds, 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 wounds. Oh, that's pretty ugly actually.
That's 7.
Yep, 7 saves at -2.
So 5 ups. I'll roll
1 cocked.
So 2 saves.
So
That's 10 wounds.
10 wounds on the Castellan.
Puts him down to 15.
And then Storm Spear Rocket Pod. Rerolling misses. So 2 hits, Strength 8 versus Toughness 8. Winning on 4s. No wounds. Didn't declare what the Heavy Stubber was going into, so Heavy Stubber's still going to go into that. Heavy Stubber shots. Rerolling misses. So 2 hits, winning on 6s. No wounds. So shots from this night on those poor little army men scouts. Again, we're going to start off with the 24 Gatling cannon shots, hitting on 3s. Miss, 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 miss.
You win.
And then wounding on 3s. That's not a great roll again. Lots of 2s. Lots of 2s. Lots of 2s. Still, there's plenty of shots there. So, what's that? 4, 8, 12, 13 saves at -2, but probably +1 because you're in the
Yeah,
runes.
probably cover, so 5 ups. Lovely. Tactical dice change. That's not a bad roll.
So, saved a few.
That was a save. Well, we've lost 3, 4, 5. They are gone.
So, dead unit of scouts,
effort,
rest of the shots wasted. And then my final bit of shooting for the turn, I'm going to move over to the, or am I? Because of that banner. Just need to think a bit. So we have this knight over here, going to lob everything at the Hellblaster unit there. It's pretty much the only one that he can see that isn't covered by the characters rule. So, starting again with 24 Gatling cannon shots. Who doesn't love 24 shots of Gatling? Hitting on 3s, miss, 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 miss. That was a miss, miss, miss. Still a healthy number of hits. 1 more miss that I've missed. And a healthy number of 3s. Wounding on 3s. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 not wounds, so 4, 8, so 12 saves. Brandy, if you can do the, obviously you've got banner there, so you're going to be shooting back if you die. We can probably do that at the end of my shooting, it's probably easiest.
Probably. If they're all dead, it won't matter. Oh, they're all dead.
Okay. So.
So 2, that's quite impressive.
So they get to do their last final fling for the Emperor and all that?
One of them might not be able to see anything, let me have a quick look. Got 1 guy, 2 that can't see anything because of this lovely wall. So we'll just roll, see if they're just going to shoot. They all can, lovely. Right. It's going to have to be this one.
So are you overcharging?
I'm definitely overcharging.
Because you're dead already.
We're going to have the 2 at that far night because that's all they can see, and this one at the nearer night, just to maximise the shots. We'll have 2 at the far night first.
Both hit. Don't need you, Gulliman. We're on 4s now. Now we need you. That's 1 wound, minus loads.
So I'll just take that on my 5 up invulnerable. Makes it, loves a bit of plasma in the morning.
The 2 at the closest night. Right, so we can hit properly. Yeah, and 4s to wound. Reroll in that. 1, lovely.
So again, just take that on my 5 up invulnerable. No, doesn't make it.
2 damage, please.
2 damage.
Go.
So, charge on from Magnus on the Castellan. There's going to be a whole bunch of Overwatch, but he's got his 3 up invulnerable. I'm going to roll to see whether he makes the charge. We've measured it, it's 9 inches. Fingers crossed. That is not 9, and even with a re-roll,
Let me do some Overwatch then, John.
he's not going to make it.
So, 4 melters. None hit. The 4 cannons on top. Let's get another 2 shots from there. Re-rolling 1s because he is within 12. I've got them. And he's still missing. Right. Calls Wrath. Not overcharging because there's no point. Huh? Nah, it's alright. You distract me. Thank you. 8 shots. Calls Wrath. Let's worry about that later. Okay, I'm doing well to hit. And then the Volcano Cannon will do the damage, hopefully. Because that's the only 6 I've rolled. Yeah, well done me. No hits.
So Magnus is alive. Now the mistake I made was, of course, I should have declared the Scouts as a secondary unit just for something to come into, but that time is gone. Okay, the Warlord's going to charge into this unit of Scouts. It's 8 inches up to the wall. Let's see if we can get this charge off. A 3 and a 5 gives me 8, just what I needed. So he can just poodle up to here. And then he will do his pile-in move to round here. And then he will do his 12 attacks. Right, I don't think I can really pile in all the way around there, not without cheating horribly. So we're just going to leave him there within an inch of the wall. And he's going to do his 12 stompy tap dance on army men scouts' heads. Oh, it's not the best ever roll. Actually, no, it's probably exactly average. So that was 12 attacks going in, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s because they are weak ass scouts. Just as well it was 2s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves, please, Brandy.
6 up. Easy peasy. They're dead.
All the scouts
Just.
are dead.
Oh, no. Yeah, they're dead. They're massively
And I am not going to consolidate towards the closest enemy. And that is the end of my turn. No morale checks to be done. Over to Brandy for Space Marines turn 1.
Right, so before I start my movement, I'm going to use Machine Spirit Resurgent on the knight so he can shoot how he wants to instead of like full. I'll see if I can get that CP back with Gulliman. No, so I'm down to 6. And then I'm going to advance my Librarian and then we'll see you at the end of the movement phase. So it's a 5. Right, let's start with the Space Marines Psychic phase. This Librarian here is going to start off with a Psychic Scourge because it'll probably get denied. I'll roll it here now. Ready? Oh, we got that one. And that's failed. I'm not that bothered. Not the command point that. We'll try a smite on him.
Magnus says no to smite. No, he doesn't. It's +2.
See how many times we hurt him. 2.
And Magnus takes 2 more wounds.
Yeah. And more importantly, the Librarian over there, he's got enough distance to make Magnus say, I can't die.
I'll start with null zone. I rolled a 7, which isn't enough. So we will command point 2. I'll see if I get the command point back first. Which I do not. 3 up. That, and it's failed. And we will also try Spike. Why not? And I failed that one. The 4. Right, let's start the shooting phase. First thing I'm going to do is use 3 CP for Order of Companions on the big guy. Let's see if I can get any of them CP back. No, I can't. Well done, me. So down to 2. They are going quickly. Right, I'm not going to start with him. What I wanted to do, start with him. I'm going to start with Gulliman on the big guy. Because, so 1 re-roll there for Gulliman. And then wounded on 5s. And re-roll. Wow. 3 wounds for you, John, at -1.
Let's see if Magnus can tank it. 3 up invulnerable save.
Takes 4 damage.
So 2 fail. How much damage is it each? 2.
Oh, yeah.
We'll live with that. We'll probably need to save the rerolls for later.
Right, so now we've got the Castellan. He's going to shoot one of his missiles and his melters into Magnus. Hopefully he'll fail some invulnerable saves. And then everything else going to shoot at that far knight over there. Let's see how this goes. Let's do the important stuff into Magnus. Throw dice on the floor again. So melters first. Re-rolling 1s for everything, John. For Order of Companions. Okay, so I missed twice. 3's to wound. Re-rolling 1s. 1 wound.
3 up invulnerable. Loves a bit of melter.
Cool. And then we will try the missile. That's a 1. We'll re-roll that. Hits. And 3's to wound. Wound. Now you don't get an invulnerable save this time, John.
Huh.
And it is -4. So you don't
So
get an
3,
armor
4. I
save.
don't get an armor save. So what damage is it?
So D6 damage. I get to re-roll 1 if I roll. 5. Nice. I will take that. Leaves you.
Don't want to re-roll for the 6?
No. And then we'll go everything else. So the shoulder cannons first into the other knight. So 4d3. I'll re-roll that because there's a nice little. Re-roll the 1 for the Order of Companions. Nice. Maximum number. Now I can roll. Right. Let's see if we can hit this time. 3s. Don't roll it. Oh,
That's a good roll.
That's not bad.
That's a good roll.
5's to wound on you. Shame these are only -1. Someone's found a die. That's 2 wounds for you, John, at -1. Cat's having fun at least. 2 wounds at -1.
2 wounds at -1. Don't know why I'm rolling
my
one of your
dice.
dice, but look, it worked.
Double 6, nice. I'll take that back.
Thank you for your dice.
You've taken my 6 dice, thanks. I am going to overcharge Call's Wrath, because why not? So that's 2d6 shots for 11.
11 shots.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
I believe these will be wounding on 3s, which is fun. So hit on 3s. Let me re-roll the 1s. No, I've taken a mortal wound. What a shame. Let's see if we can hit you on 3s, shall we? Re-roll that 1. There we go. That's 6 wounds at -4 that do 3 damage each.
6 wounds at -4, so it's going to be on invulnerable. So 6 wounds. So managed to do, say, 2.
I'll take 12.
12 damage.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to use a command point to re-roll one of these. Oh, that's cocked. It's a shame it's nearly a 5. Still cocked. Try again. No. So, 4 lots of... What was it? 4 lots of 2 damage. 3 damage.
4 lots of 3 is 12 damage, John.
12 damage. Ouch.
And volcano cannon. Let's see if we can get. Oh, it's D6 shots. 2. Could have been better. The CP. Let's use a CP. For 1. Well done, me. It missed. Okay, that was eventful. Let's go on to the charge phase. Right, let's get on with some charging. You don't have any Overwatch for Magnus, do you?
No, sadly I can't Super Smite Overwatch.
So we are saying he has to go over the the rubble, whatever you want to call it, these little bricks.
Yeah, I mean, let's say it adds 2 inches to his charge or something like that.
So with adding 2, it does look like roughly a 6 to me. So we'll hopefully, with the +1,
roll a 3.
roll
Well done,
3.
Brandy.
So I'm going to re-roll the 1 because I need this.
And you get a 5, which is not a 6.
But with his +1,
to charge,
he
it just makes it in. And I think there's some cheesy gaming stuff going on here. And we go straight into his attacks, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just see if I get that CP back. Yeah, I finally get 1 back. Well done, Gulliman. Let's see if you can kill this big red monster. Right, let's see if we can hit. He can hit. Now we just need loads of 6s to wound. Make you cry. Right, so he is strength 8, so I believe he's winning on 3s.
Yep.
And 1 more reroll. There you go. So we've got 6 wounds for you to save at your 3 up, plus D3 mortal wounds.
Nice. Right, I'll just grab some dice. So how many wounds get how many saves?
6 saves.
6?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious me, right, I'm currently
He's a monster.
filming inside of that building, which is not very interesting. Let's go back to the Primarch fight where Gilliman, the Emperor's finest, is about to probably decapitate Magnus. Let's look. Right, so I'm saving on three ups. I've rolled, let's have a look. So saved all but 1 of them. Well done, Magnus. And how much damage is it?
3.
I'm going to use command point to re-roll that failed save. Why not? Oh, and I get a 1. Damn it.
Right. So
3
on
damage.
a 5 or a 6, he dies. You ready?
Why? Oh, what?
Because I rolled
Oh,
a 6
D3
wound.
mortal wounds.
Ready? Oh, not that well. That's a 1.
It's a 1. That
He's
is
down
not a
to
5
his
or a 6.
Massive 2 wounds.
So here we have Magnus's attacks back. The death throes of a Primarch, maybe. He's on his lowest wound bracket with just 2 wounds left. However, he still gets 5 attacks and his normal weapon skill. He's also re-rolling 1s and 6s explode thanks to Death of the False Emperor. Your, what is it? Your dead king will not protect you now. So there's a 1 which gets to re-roll. Still a 1, and then a 6 which is Death of the False Emperor, which goes through. So 5 attacks go through, winning on 2s. Manage not to wound. So it's AP -4.
That's
Flat 3
okay.
damage, so that'll be on your invulns, I guess.
Yeah, invuln of 3 up. Yeah,
Loves it all. So the fight continues. So here we are at the end of the battle round. The fight between the Primarch's brothers, once now enemies, carries on. Although Magnus is looking a bit shaky on 2 wounds. There's still some Hellblasters tucked away there. This big red dude's still around. And then I've got some wounded knights and a knight over there which seems to just be hiding in the background.
And so here we have the battle round scoreboard for the end of battle round 1. Brandy sadly didn't score any primary objectives. I managed 3, killed something, held something, and killed more than he did. But on secondaries, things are fairly equal. We're at 5 points apiece. I managed to get butchers, did enough damage on his knights to get 3 points of Kingslayer, and got old school for getting first strike. He's badly damaged Magnus, so 4 points of Kingslayer, and he's taken enough wounds off my knights to get a point towards Titan Slayers.
Okay, so here is the movement phase done for the Renegade Knights. Not much happened. This knight stayed still. This knight stayed still. He's eyeing up the librarian for attack dance later. And this knight went around the corner to capture that objective. Magnus has stayed in combat for now, but let's see whether a little smiting might get him out of combat with Gurleyman. So we're going to start off with smite from Magnus. He does not, at 2 wounds, get any plus to this roll, but he gets a 7, so a normal smite goes off on a 7.
Try and deny it with my librarian, who will get +1.
So +1 to the psychic hit, didn't need it anyway.
Yeah.
So smite is denied. Can you believe this? The Primarch of the Thousand Suns denied in the psychic phase. He's now going to cast Weaver of Fates on himself with 3 up invulnerable. And that goes off on a mightily impressive 11. So he's now still got his 3 up invulnerable. He is going to cast Death Hex on Gilliman. Double 1. Now, fortunately, he can re-roll ones because he is the greatest sorcerer. Death Hex does not go off on a 7. I'm going to command point re-roll to get even worse. Right, so I'm going to start off with unloading everything but the heavy stubber from that far knight into the Dominus Castellan, and the heavy stubber into the Marines, nearest closest squad of Hellblasters. So let's start with the Avenger Gatling Cannon because I've got all the Donnies. So he's wounded, he's hitting on 4s, but I've paid 2 command points to give him rerolls to hit. So miss. So lots of misses, so at least, oh, that was a 3 as well. So get to reroll these. So looking for 4-ups. That's a healthy number of 4-ups. Shame I don't get exploding 6s, really, to be honest. There seems to be loads of 6s. So I managed 22 shots. I think that's 2 command points well spent. And then wounding on 5s and 6s. Now, so that's a minute. Hit. Could have done with some of those 5s and 6s from the previous round. So just 4 saves, Brandy.
Okay, I can manage that hopefully. So he's got his iron ball up, so 4 up instead of what would have been 5 up.
And then you roll like a dog.
Yeah, I roll like a dog.
So 6 wounds go through.
6 wounds go through.
That leaves him with how many?
8, John.
So 8 wounds. So Stormspear rocket pods are definitely going to finish him off. They all, 1 miss because he's damaged. So all 3 hits, wounding on 4s. All 4 wounds. Sorry, Brandy.
Let's see if I can roll some saves this time. Right, 2 get through. That is not good.
2d6 damage.
I'm going to spend a cheeky command point on one of them, and it is a save.
So just 1d6 damage now. I get a 2. Do I or don't I? It won't be enough to kill him, so I think we've got plenty of other knights that can shoot. We'll leave that. So down to 6 wounds. And then the heavy stubber on the Marines, who are probably going to shoot back and hurt me, but never mind. Heavy stubber, so hitting on 4s. 2 hits, or re-rolling. Still only 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
Okay, so these ones here, John.
Yep.
In cover. Oh, I rolled a bad dice.
So
But
2
they are
ups. 2 ups is fine. Right. So moving on, we're going to shoot this knight here,
the Warlord,
which is unwounded, and same targets. So big dudes for the big guns, and then a heavy stubber for the Hellblasters. So heavy stubber on the Hellblasters first, just because I've got 3 dice in my hand. So 2 misses, 1 hit, to wound, no wounds, that's something and nothing. And then make sure I've got enough dice. Hang on a second while I just count up. Should still have 24. Feels like that, right? Actually, cut there because I'm convinced that's not enough.
Okay.
Right, so the viewers at home, this is 20 dice, not 24. So I've got another 4 shots from that wounded Crusader over there. So this is 4 Avenger Gatling cannon shots that we missed out. So hitting on 4s, but re-rolling. So re-rolling those 2. So all hit, wounding on 5s and 6s. So only 2, but 2 extras worth it.
So we can save them ones.
So
Another 2 damage.
another 2 damage down to 4, whittling it away.
Not the usual carnage, John.
Right, now I've got 24 dice, which is good for shots from the Warlord onto the Castellan. Just loading up the paws. My rodent paws. Here we go. So no re-rolls, but hitting on 3s. Miss, miss,
That looks like a
miss.
good roll.
I'll take that. And then we'll do the same again, because wounding on 5s and 6s. There's some hiding under there. So 5, 5, 5, 5.
Looks like 6 for me.
6 saves, please, sir.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Oh, not
great
bad.
roll.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Nice, so only 2 go through.
It leaves him on only 2 left.
Right, can the Storm Spear finish him off? 3 hits, that's very good. Wounding on 4s. So 2 wounds.
Alright, let's
Might
see
be
if
enough.
more 4-ups, please.
Oh.
No.
So I already used the command point in this phase. So D6 damage, can I get a 2 or more on a D6? Who knows? Yes, I can.
Alright, let's make sure he don't blow up, shall we?
Does he blow up? He doesn't.
No. Goodbye,
Goes
night.
quietly into the night.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've got this chap here. He's still on his highest bracket, so he's still hitting on 3s. He's going to split fire because split fire always works. He's going to go heavy flamers into this librarian dude. He's going to go heavy stubber into those annoying army men scouts that must die. And then Avenger Gatling cannon. He's going to do 1 into 1 unit of the primary of the Hellblasters and 1 into the other unit.
Okay.
Right, so we need 12 dice. Let's do the Avenger Gatling cannon first. So
Which unit's this?
I'm not sure where 1 starts and 1 ends.
So, goes from this guy here.
Right, well, we'll do that
all
one
the way
first then.
round.
We'll do that one first. They must die. So 12.
One's not in cover.
So 12 Avenger Gatling cannon shots. Hitting on 3s. I'll take that. And then wounding on 3s. So all but 1 wounds. So that's
fine,
4, 8, 9 saves.
Okay, I can make 5 ups, yeah?
5 ups, piece of cake, mate. Oh, that's a fair few.
2, 3,
But
4
4
down.
dead.
Let's see if they get to shoot you back though. On 3s for the
Emperor.
relic. There, so I'll put them there and we'll carry on with your shooting.
Right. And then the other Gatling cannon on the other unit. So again, 12 shots. Hitting on 3s. Not rolling badly today. So
Normal.
that's about average, isn't it? And then wounding on 3s. That's a good roll. So, and that's another, it's counting 7 saves, please, Brandy.
Okay, this time I do get my cover. So, 4. So 3 more die.
Do they come back to haunt me?
do they get to be super ghosts? Let's see. Yeah, those three do.
So there's going to be a fair bit of plasma coming in a bit.
Yeah.
Just to finish off my shooting. 2d6 automatic heavy flamer shots on the librarian. So 2d6, 7 exactly average. Wounding on 3s. For quite a lot of wounds. So 6 wounds on the librarian. -1, I think, for heavy flamer.
Okay, 4 ups it is. So he takes 1.
Takes 1, he's a boss librarian.
Leaving him on 4, John.
I will have to tap dance on his head in a moment.
That should do the trick.
And then
That's
3 heavy stubber shot on the scouts. Oh, rolling hot. Can we do that for wounds though? No. No, not even the 3. Okay. So that's probably the end of shooting.
I'll just resolve these shots from these dead
I
Marines.
was hoping you forget.
Just double check something. So one unit get re-rolls, but the other don't. So we'll do the unit that don't quit. They get just the re-roll ones to hit, and they are shooting at this guy here because he's closer. So. Right.
And
so
I'll rotate iron shields.
okay. Falls to wound. That's 1 wound for you, John. And then vulnerable.
1 wound, so it's on a 4 up. Doesn't make it, that's a command point well spent. Not, so that's 2 damage.
And then the other 3 won't be able to see the other night, so they're going to have to shoot him as well. The ones that get the rerolls, let's see. There you go. And falls to wounds. All wounds. Lovely.
So now I'm feeling a bit better about my 4 up and vulnerable, providing I roll reasonably well. That'll do, so I have saved a couple of wounds.
Still didn't matter, I'll point it out.
Oh no. So that's a waste of a command point. Anyway, another 2 go down.
That's it for shooting phase.
That's it for the shooting. Okay, so charge phase. This knight here is going to charge into this poor little librarian here and stamp on his head. So can he make the charge? He can.
Massively. I'm just going to throw a grenade at Overwatch.
Okay, so crack grenade. Missed. Right, so he can comfortably get in there, bring his wound dice with him. Nice, so he's ready to...
So do you want to start off with that one, John?
Well, that would be the way that the game works. So I need 12 dice for 12 attacks. So 6... So 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. Again, it's not a bad little roll.
No.
I'm doing okay. It's definitely a little bit better than average. And then wounding on 2s, because they're big stompy feet. Also managed to roll 3 1s.
Right, I'm going to steal your dice, because mine aren't with me.
So saves on those, please, sir.
Minus.
-2.
So we're on
Titanic feet.
the special 5 up that I love.
Oh, look.
He's still going to die probably on D3s.
That's 3d6. Sorry, 3d6.
3
I wish. 3d3 damage.
1s and 2s. Now he's dead.
So, oh dear, poor little librarian.
Goodbye.
Oh dear.
I'll edit that bit.
So, activating Magnus against Gurleyman. He's a reduced profile, so he's only 5 attacks, but he's Death of the False Emperor. Let's see how he gets on. Doesn't get any Death of the False Emperor, but does get 5 hits. He's wounding on 2s. Oh, he manages to roll 2 1s. So only 3 saves, sir.
Nice terrain fails. So 3 3-ups. And he is fine. Let's see if Gorman can do it properly.
Oh, no.
Show you what a real Primarch does, John.
Oh, he's going to die.
So he's hit with all of them. Shame I don't get Death of the False Emperor. Or the False Gods.
The Death of the False Emperor.
3s to wound. But I've got a neat little trick, John. I can re-roll
Roll
that
things
now.
because you're very cheaty.
There you go. So that is 5 wounds. Not
So only 5 wounds.
no 6s though.
So no mortal wounds going through,
No
which we
more
like,
wounds.
because that
No.
hurt last
So you
time.
found me 3
But
or
I
2.
do need to... How many
2,
damage each are they?
They are 3 each.
So basically I need to just fail 1, really.
Well, you've got a command point. So
So I've only got 1 left, so... Okay, so this is Magnus rolling a whole bunch of 3s. Oh. I guess... Yes, I have to command point reroll for my last command point. He makes it!
Great.
Magnus lives.
Right.
So, Brandy, would you like to summarise your movement turn?
Yeah, basically brought the scouts out, might use a hellfire round for fun. Got the librarians jump behind them, so he's got a bit of, you know, character fun. Done and steady combat because he will kill Magnus this turn.
I pretty much think
The
you're right.
Hellblasters have jumped onto cover, so they can shoot one of them and hopefully be out of line of sight. They're probably not, but still in cover mostly. And then we will start with the psychic phase.
So straight into
One
psychic.
librarian.
The
So-
little librarian that could.
I'm going to start off with Psychic Scourge with intent to kill Magnus. And I think I just failed. I did. Should have
One of
smited.
five, so don't
Alright.
need to deny.
So do I either null zone or smite? Let's be silly and go for a smite. So we can get rid of him. Gollum can shoot.
So smite on Magnus.
It's a 9. That's
Gets
good.
a 9, goes off. Magnus gets a chance to deny, but no pluses. He does get to reroll 1s though. So you can reroll that 1.
You can't beat it though.
Still
Three.
can't make any
So-
difference. So the smite goes off.
3+ and he dies. There we go.
There's a 3. Magnus dies. Poor old
Okay.
Magnus.
Did nothing right.
Did nothing wrong. So the Primarch of the Thousand Suns has fallen. Chaos shakes at his loss, and we're into Brandy's shooting.
Yeah.
What are you going to shoot first with, Brandy?
Start with scout, shoot into this knight of it's wounded.
So we're into the wounded scouts, wounded knight. He's quite a big scout. Could be a scout knight. You might be able to see he's got 10 wounds left.
Right, so we use Hellfire round with the heavy bolter, and we'll see if I get the command point back.
Let's see.
I
Get
do.
the 1 point. He does.
Good, keeps me on 2.
Finally, command points.
I'm going to shoot my 3 bolters because one's out of range at him and probably do nothing. Although they can't hit apparently. Gullman rerolls. I'll reroll that with the cards.
So we'll hit.
6s.
6s is when.
Are you ready to see 3 6s?
Well,
No.
there's still 2
2
6s.
with your
Actually,
armour.
do need to take a 3 up armour save. I do not have any command points left, so I can't rotate Iron Shields. And I've just now dropped 2 wounds to bolter fire. They obviously went straight through the visor or something and hurt the knight, so he's taken 2 wounds.
Moving
Down
on.
to 8.
Nice. So let's do this Hellfire round. Hit on 4s, rerolling 1s and 2s. Oh, reroll that. So now he's hits, D3 more wounds for 3. Nice.
So 3. So with the bolter round and the the bolters and the hellfire round, he is down from 10 to 1, 2, 5. So he takes off down to 5 wounds. Smoke is bellowing out of the back of this thing. It's a despicable engine to start with. The Chaos Gods are not happy.
Right.
What's next, Brandy?
And next go on
You
to...
just going to not bother shooting with your Hellmasters?
I'm going to give these
Leave them
2. Pleasure of trying to hurt him. That
Okay.
knight.
So this is the squad of 2 Hellblasters, who incidentally passed morale because they had about leadership 15 because of the banner,
Okay.
Gurliman.
So both have hit.
Both have hit, apparently.
So 4s. Rerolling that. 1 wound.
So 1 wound.
Minus loads.
Minus load, so on my 5 up and vulnerable. The 2 is not bigger than 5. 2 damage.
That's it. And then one last one at him.
So leaving him with
Back
3, and then the last one's going. Is the last one in range?
It is. I admit. I checked. Hits. And doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound.
Sad time.
So he goes from 5. I'm going to use a different dice, you can actually see it on camera. So he's down to 3 wounds remaining, but he's still alive. Alive-o. So at the end of this battle round, we have a clutch of Hellblasters, the banner and the Primarch holding firm along with some scouts and a librarian. The forces of chaos have a knight that's barely standing up, probably on 1 leg, a knight that's in a little bit better shape, still a bit damaged, and then over here doesn't seem to have done very much, is the Warlord sitting on that objective, earning those ITC points.
And so here we are at the end of battle round 2. The Renegade Knights are starting to pull away. We killed something, held something, we actually hold more, and indeed we hold the bonus because we've got the centre objective and Brandy's objective in his deployment zone. Brandy managed a kill on Magnus, which he'd already maxed out Kingslayer. He's also plinked off some wounds, so his Titan Slayer score secondary is now at 3. Useful secondary points to bring his total up to 8. My secondary, again, I killed 2 units, so I got my Butcher's Bill, and I was already maxed out, or actually no, I finished off and maxed out on Kingslayer. So the scores on the doors, if my arithmetic's correct, are 14 to the Renegade Knights and 8 to the Ultramarines.
Okay, so after my movement phase, this dude here is shuffled forward just a little bit to make sure he's got range on stuff, but he's kept within 3 inches of the objective. This guy here has shuffled back, needs to move his wound dice back with him. Again, within 3 inches of the objective, but just maybe making it a little bit harder for Gurleyman to come and cause him trouble. And that guy there, again, is just shuffled back a bit, so he's out of range of the Hellblasters.
Tactical retreat, yeah.
Tactical retreat, not running away. Okay, so I'm going to start top of the game, top of the turn, with this dude. And he's going to split fire because it always works. And he's going to put 1 lot of Gatling into that single little blaster. And also a heavy stubber. And then he's going to put the other lot of Gatling into the unit of 2, and there is, believe it or not, there's line of sight through the window. You can see the top of the Buzz Lightyear's head.
Massively so.
And he's also going to get a Storm Spear rocket pod in the face.
So,
starting with the Gatling on the single Marine. So hitting on 3s, miss, 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 miss. Oh, and another miss. So not rolling as hot as I was earlier, but wounding on 3s. That should be enough. So, Brandy, you need to make 6 saves.
6 4-ups.
Not a problem.
You never know. He's dead.
Oh, shame on us. Does he get to fight again for the Emperor?
Does he get to shoot? No, that's more important. No.
Oh.
Oh, that was sad.
Right, so heavy stubber shots are wasted, and then second Gatling into the squad of 2. Again, missing on 1s and 2s. That's quite a nice roll. Wounding on 3s. Still managed to drop a few, but there's 7 saves.
Okay, 4s again. Oh, they're dead.
They tried though.
Can they see your other knight, more importantly? I think just. Let's see if they can shoot her. They can. So we're going to shoot at this knight.
Shall we just check those line of sight again, or are you confident?
I'm confident.
Okay, go for it.
I've
then.
got eyes.
Yeah, cool, that's 6, why not?
Hit. 4s. 2 wounds on him.
2 wounds, 2 saves of 5 up. This is on this knight over here.
That is, yeah.
So fails both, so 4 wounds.
Nice. Well, at least
Takes them down to 12. They did something
Didn't
in service of the
die,
Emperor. And
He did
then
his
we
job,
now
though.
move on to the exciting stuff, or semi-exciting stuff.
Yeah, now what?
We're going to do everything from the wounded knight.
The horrifically wounded knight. This
It's
one.
on like 3 wounds against that poor unit of scouts.
Yeah, I would.
Actually, are we though? Hold on a second, just gonna have a little think.
There you go.
So the knight that's on his last legs is going to shoot absolutely everything at that poor little scout unit. We'll start off. He's only hitting on 5s, but we'll start off with 2 lots of Avenger Gatling cannon, hitting on 5s. There's a few 5s there.
That's enough to kill a few
That's
scouts.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was counting there, Brandy.
Yeah.
You've now
I added
messed up
1.
my counting. So there's 10. So 10 hits, twice the number of scouts that are available to kill. And they're toughness 2, aren't they? 'Cause they're
Winning
scouts.
on 3s.
So winning on 3s.
2s, right?
There's not loads of 2. I only managed to. Sorry. So that would be 9. 9 saves.
I can do 9 6-ups.
Yeah.
I've seen it before. Not. They're
tried.
dead. They're dead. Yeah, they're so dead. Actually, butchers.
Right. So it's butchers
Definitely
there.
confirmed.
And look, the librarian's dead as well.
Librarian's not drunk. Don't worry.
Right. So just one knight left. Now he's on 12, so he's on his middle bracket, so he's hitting on 4s. And he's just going to throw absolutely everything into Roberto Gilliman. Number 1 target of chaos. So let's see if your false emperor protects you now, sir. So 24 Gatling cannon shots, hitting on 4s. So miss, 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 miss. Another miss. No command points for rerolls, sadly. So that's probably about average.
Another miss over there.
Another miss over there.
Yeah.
You're trying to cheat.
Don't need to.
And then what's his toughness?
6.
6. He's a space marine.
He's a monster. Come on.
Right. So he's
4.
winning on 4s. So half of these should be wounds.
Better than half.
Well, it's about almost average. So there's what? 6 weren't and 7 were. So pretty much on the money.
Right.
So saved.
3s. Oh, he's taken 8 wounds.
8 wins. How many wins does he have, Brandy?
9. So
He has 9?
he gets an almighty 1 left.
Right.
Quite nice.
So I'm glad I fired everything because I thought I could do that with much less, but never mind. We're going to do Storm Spear Rocket Pod in the face.
Yeah.
So 3 shots hitting on 4s.
Or missing on 3s and 2s.
Or missing completely. And then of course the heavy stubber that's going to take him out. Hits once. Wounding on a 5. Not wounding. He lives on 1 wound. And that, sir, is the end of my turn. Desperate times for the Adeptus Astartes. Their movement turn, all 3 models, the only 3 left on the table. Mind you, I've only got 3. They just happen to be big, scary knights. They're all advanced. The Librarian rolled a 4, Gilliman rolled a 5, and the Standbearer rolled a 3, with maybe some various pluses because Gilliman is a cheat. And so they're now hiding behind these cargo crates. However, looking down, that knight, at least one of the knights, can still see. So we shall see what happens in his psychic phase.
Right, psychic phase. Librarian's going to do his 2 powers that are in range, because Millsray is miles away. And do a psychic scourge, needing a 6. And getting a 7. You've got no cycles left, have you?
Afraid not.
So a roll off against your knight over there. I'm currently leadership 11 plus 3.
So that's 14. I'm going to look up with the knight's leadership if I roll a 5 or a 6, otherwise I'll let you have it.
Yep,
I'll let you have it.
So D3 for 3.
So 3 mortal wounds on this poor knight here.
And we'll go for smite next.
It's down to 9. He's starting to feel the pain.
Smite on this.
Okay.
Right.
So he's
I'm going to keep it.
Manly.
Keep
So
it. So on
we've
himself,
got perils. So D3 wounds on himself.
it's 1.
Just 1.
Man.
I believe there's 1 on
3.
me as well.
Let's see what the D6 can do. 5.
5. I think that's a good trade-off.
I would. Yeah.
So I go from 9 wounds down to 4. This knight is starting to billow
shoot.
smoke out of the
Happy to go straight out and shoot
entrance.
phase, John.
Straight to shoot because you've got so many
Because
units to
that's my
shoot.
I've only got my 1 bolt gun in range. Let's just double check the range. Because we love a bit of tape measures, don't we? So 1 shot.
So one shot from, who's this from?
Librarian. Who's
The
got a
librarian who has a bolt gun.
Yes, there's a bolt gun.
Is he like Primaris or something? No,
There's a bolt gun.
Are they bolt gun? Who gives a bolt gun to a Primaris?
That's the free option.
Well, look, there's
Reroll
one.
six.
Reroll because of.
Right, I need that again. I said again. No. Failed win.
So you didn't
That's
do
it.
anything. So
Oh,
ping, ping, ping.
I did some work.
End of your turn 3. We'll tot up the points. Have a look at the leaderboard.
So at the end of battle round 3, the Renegade Knights are starting to run away with things a little bit, scoring freely in the primaries. Brandy's doing well in the secondaries, but it's the lack of primaries that's killing him at the moment. And with so few models remaining, he's going to have to work hard to cause an upset.
And so here it is at the end of my turn 4 movement. We've got one knight that's shuffled back a little bit further back. We're a bit scared about this chap charging us because he has the Emperor's sword, but we're going to put him to the sword with Avenger Gatling cannons. So this wounded, working hard knight can only see Roberto Guilliman. So we're going to unleash hell, starting with 24 Gatling cannon shots. He's sitting on 5s. There's quite a lot of 1s there. There might be some 5s in there they tucked away. So there's some 5s, there's another 5, there's another 5, there's another 5, there's another 5. And that's it for that. Brandy, would you like to use my dice to roll some... Oh no, I need to wound.
No, you've got to wound me first.
So 4s. So 3 wounds. Would you like to save those?
I would like to save them. Whether I will or not. No.
2. So he is now dead.
He's currently dead.
Does he come back from the dead?
Let's find out.
They could use one of your purple ones.
I am, because I don't trust you. Right, can Guilliman not die? Right, this is where I use the CP, because I've got 2 left. He's alive.
He's alive! Damn it.
How many wounds? 1.
So it comes back with 1 rune remaining. You
At
might
the
be able
end
to...
of the phase, so no shooting at him now.
Aww. Right, so bear with me a second, get some dice together, I'm going to do the other shots. So the Warlord, who's yet to sustain a single wound, is going to put shots into the Primaris Standard Bearer, the Ancient, and the Librarian. We're going to split fire, because it always works. We're going to go 1 Gatling cannon into the Librarian, 1 into the Ancient. The Librarian's also going to have the ignominy of being shot at with a heavy stubber, and we'll throw in the Storm Spear rocket pods to make a big crater where the Ancient one stood. Right, so starting off with 1, this is on the Librarian. So 12 shots hitting on 3s. Miss, 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 miss. Oh, and I'll just throw the model back in anger. And then wounding on 3s. It's on the Librarian. Oh, missed that one.
Right.
So it's miss there, miss there, miss. So 4 saves, please, Brandy.
It is worth noting he's got the relic Arm of Domitus.
So you've activated that, so now means
Don't
points got
use it.
3 up invulnerable.
Invulnerable save for this turn. And
That hasn't helped
He's
him
dead.
massively. So,
can he shoot?
can he shoot
Why not?
with his bolt gun that no one gives a Librarian to?
They do,
Oh, okay.
because it's free. At this night, for a laugh. It hit him.
Yeah.
Oh!
No rerolls now, though.
No, fell with
Oh, right.
Shockingly enough.
And then on to the Ancients. And again, we'll start with the main event. 300 million Gatling cannon shots. What 12?
Well, 12.
Oh, miss, lots of misses. Fortunately, he's still at full bracket, so he is just still hitting on 3s. Weaning on 3s. Oh, winning on 3s. Oh, that's okay. Sorry, Brandy, that's 6 saves, minus 2.
That's 5 hull. Yeah, he's dead.
Oh. So poor old Ancient
Goodbye.
is now ancient and deceased.
Ancient news.
So at the end of my turn 4, We have a knight on 3 wounds, a knight on 4 wounds, and the warlord, surprisingly, untouched. We have the Primarch of the Ultramarines, the Emperor's favoured son, on 1 wound remaining. So, limping forward, we have
He's going to charge me.
Roberto Gilliman, who is apparently going to charge
After the shot.
because that's what he does, but he's going to have some shots first.
At that knight right in front of him.
So he's going to lose his charge target.
By killing him.
So I've
5
got no idea
wounds.
what you just
They were
rolled.
3 hits.
3 hits because he's Gilliman, he never misses, and it was wounds.
2 wounds.
So 2 wounds apparently. So Gilliman has just managed to wound this knight twice. I need to find 2 saves, 5 ups,
4 ups.
4 ups.
-1.
Oh, it's only -1. Needs a bigger gun. He loves it. So the last hurrah of the Primarch. Can he make it in for the charge against the very wounded knight? We've measured it. He needs an 11 on the dice. He has 1 command point left. We are ready to go.
No.
That's 7.
Can you kill him in Overwatch though? More important.
Can I kill him in Overwatch? Let's see.
Go.
So here we have it. The Primarch has failed the charge, stumbling perhaps under his many wounds. We have this lone Renegade Knight, Protector of Chaos, and he's going to unleash hell in the form of his Avenger Gatling cannons, hitting on 6s for Overwatch. So 1, 2, 3. Only 3. Let's see if that's enough to cause him trouble. So 3 hits, wounding on 4s. Only 1 went through. Can Brandy save this though? If he doesn't, he's dead.
Oh, he does.
So Storm Spear rocket pods. And again, hitting on 6s. Oh hello. So 2 6s. Wounding on 3s. Both wounds. Can he save both of these?
No.
No, and the Primarch falls. The Chaos Knights are victorious, and we'll continue to play off the rest of the mission off camera to see how many victory points they accrued. Thank you very much for the game, Brandy. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And so there we have it, the final scoreboard. The Renegade Knights demolishing the Ultramarines. But it should be said, I was very lucky to get first turn. Brandy and I have actually played each other with very similar lists in an ITC tournament, and he got the better of me. So I think I was very lucky with getting first turn, and some of my dice rolling was pretty hot as well, particularly when I needed it to be. So thanks again, Brandy. This is the first ever battle report from warhamsters.tv. We hope you enjoyed it. Please do like, subscribe, share, and do all those good things on social media to get the channel more interest. When we've got some more subscribers, we will release another video.